Well, we're in Henderson Township, Jefferson County, Pennsylvania, at the top of a 50-acre certified organic farm. This is the highest pasture on my farm that was founded by myself and my late wife, Dr. Lucinda Hart Gonzalez, back in 2005. I thought I was going to be allowed to come out here and do my little 50 acres of organic farming, and next thing I know, I wake up one day and they're talking about fracking. What we did in the name of my late wife was we established what I'm told is the first such conservation easement done by a private landowner. This place at the surface, and as far below the surface as humanly practical to go, is off limits to an industrial activity according to the easement. So it just made sense to me that we not only set aside the acreage in perpetuity under her name, but also that we take a new step, if you will, in terms of trying to help people understand the kind of a paradigm shift that needs to go on in our heads, that nature was here first, and we're stewards of nature, and it's not a commodity that we get to buy and sell as principally and only private property. I've come to the conclusion, I think, that others have articulated, but I'll just say this. They say, well, this fracking thing really comes down to science, and these people that are speaking against it are trying to make people afraid. I say that it's the science that makes me afraid. It's the science that tells me that we have a serious problem. I started in 2009 with an open mind as to the possibility that this drilling could be done responsibly and might even do some good, and I've now reached the firm conclusion, based on reams of scientific studies and the good reporting that people like you have done, that it can't be done responsibly, is not being done responsibly at this time. There are just too many major gaps in the knowledge about current impacts and long-term irreparable harm to the environment. Think about it. This is Pennsylvania. There are 7,000 plus drilled wells in Pennsylvania. Those are just the beginning of a planned 150,000. There is a major human rights story unfolding before us. An environmental justice story about people who cannot flee the gas fields and must accept the consequences. This is not just about drilling on my farm, not a NIMBY story. The entire world is our common backyard. This hill here was so important to Lucinda and I. We'd come up here and we'd just stand up here with the dogs and just listen to nature speaking to us in the quiet. And the very idea that this would become an industrial landscape for the purposes of an extreme form of fossil fuel extraction, what are we talking about? Dear Mr. President, I'm standing here feeling like you played me for a fool in 2008 when I had 2 campaign workers here helping to get you elected. Again in 2012 when we got you elected again. And we worked hard on that because we believed that you were going to stand up to big oil and gas. We believed you were going to do something about the climate. These many years later, we keep hearing from you that you have an all-of-the-above energy strategy. I'm afraid that choices are more dire than that. Maybe you'll turn us around on this. Right now, I don't have much hope that you will.